right? Yeah, that's better.
Okay.
That's definitely better audio. Okay, good.
Oh, awesome. Okay. I was gonna say something. I was watching Ray's training video, and the guy was saying, "Oh, she learns so quickly, and all this information for only an hour and a half." I was like, "Okay, an hour and a half movie, cool." And then I go in, and it's way longer, and I almost fell asleep. The
Yeah.
first time, I watched it Monday before came out and stuff, and Zoe. I felt like Zoe would be mad. She wasn't entirely
I
mad.
wasn't mad. I was very happy. That's very awesome for you.
It was very awesome of me.
Yeah, very awesome.
Yeah, it was kind of weird because there weren't a lot of seats. Like there wasn't four people seats, so my parents had to sit behind us, and I had to sit with my brother up front. But there were also like strangers there. They weren't. I. It wasn't bad. Like I would be frightened if I was sitting next to a stranger in a normal movie theater. But this was, only Star Wars fans in the movie theater. So I was pretty okay somewhat with it. And just crying next to a random stranger or trying to and like
Okay.
laughing at every moment.
Oh my
I
gosh.
would see the person glance at me every once in a
Okay, so this is gonna sound totally mean, but I don't care. There was my second time, which was today. The guy next to me, it was because it was my friend Jonas, and it was me, and then there was this guy, and this guy just he would laugh really like I don't know, like there are funny parts, but he'd laugh really loud at stuff that isn't funny. Like, and spoiler, but you probably should have left this if you haven't seen it. Anyway, when Kylo is like telling Rey, like, your parents were nobodies, this guy starts laughing. I'm like,
while.
what? Dude. And then I was crying a lot, so I guess it maybe balanced it out. But then, um, at the part, okay, so we're jumping around. We're gonna go through the movie, but I just thought of this and I don't want to forget it because it was really funny. But you know when Holdo jumps the whatchamacallit through the Star Destroyer and it's like completely silent, like for that part of the movie? Like before the explosion sound plays?
Mhm.
So, and I'm only using this language for historical accuracy, okay? But this guy, like a couple rows behind us, like it's completely silent in the theater, and this guy behind us, and excuse my language, but he's just like, oh shit. Like, and it's like completely silent, and you just hear that. I don't know. It was really, really funny.
Oh my
It
goodness.
was, I don't
I
know. It was great.
There was this guy that was in front of me the first time on Monday. I just wanted to smack him. Like he was just so loud and just making comments about some things. Completely unnecessary. I'm sorry, but I guess because he was sitting with friends, so he was like, "Oh, that was so cool. Oh yeah, he did that." And I'm like, "Dude, I wanted. It was bad,
Wait,
but I
hold on. It cut off when you said dude. So can you say that again?
Oh, I told him I wanted to say, dude, shut up, but I didn't, cause I'm a nice person.
People who like it's one thing if you're like with some friends and you've all already seen the movie, so you're all like talking, like making comments during the movie. But when you're in a movie theater for the premiere of a movie, like be quiet. It's just like not even for the like just for premiere, like just in a movie theater, you just gotta like shut up, man. Not cool.
Never uh, my voice is dead. There were um a lot of people crying when I on Monday, and I felt awful because I wasn't really able to cry. I don't know why. I don't think I'm able to cry anymore. Like
I was
I was tearing up so bad, but no tear would run down at all. And it was I didn't like it.
both times I've seen it. I've just which I've just been a little bawling baby.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I can believe that.
Yeah.
I texted Safi like after you were texting me that you were crying about the movie Thursday. I texted Safi and I was like, "Is she okay?" Safi never texted back.
That's a no. Safi's if Safi ever doesn't text you back, don't take it personally at all. She is horrible at responding to anything. Don't take it personally. She doesn't respond at all. That's just how Safi is.
She would just respond sometimes with a thumbs up, and then I don't
Yeah.
know what to say. And I'm like, oh, all right.
Yeah, that's what she does. Don't take it personally. This is how she is with everyone.
She accidentally called me while I was in the store, and I hung up, and I was like, oh, I'm sorry, I can't, call right now. She was like, oh, that was an accident. It's like, oh, I'm not loved then.
Oh no. Yeah. I don't know. Overall, I think it was a very good movie, and all the issues I had with it were like very minute and really didn't take away from my enjoyment at all. So that's my take on it in general, which
Do
I
you
already
want to
gave it.
go
But
over the.
yeah. Oh, so we're talking about the beginning of the movie now. So it starts.
Yeah.
Well, there's the crawl. Obviously, that's when I started crying. You know, like the Lucasfilm. Well, for Force Awakens, I started crying when Lucasfilm when that came up. Didn't happen this time. This time, Lucasfilm came up. Still wasn't crying. A long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. Teared up a little bit. Main theme starts. Star Wars comes up, and I'm gone. I'm a mess.
Yep.
I'm dead.
But nothing even happened.
Star Wars happened, Lizzie. Okay.
Fine.
All right. Yeah, crawl. Can't remember what the crawl said. Not really. I mean, I guess it's important, but like not really. So whatever. Do you remember what the crawl said?
Uh, Not really.
Great. So we're not gonna talk about it. And then so it goes. There's like ships over planets, cause that's how you start a Star Wars movie. And then go down Resistance base. Connix is like getting stuff on the ships. First Order comes, blow the base up, and it's okay because they got all the stuff on the ships. Get to the main little doodad. Poe, my boy, he shows up. I love him. And he's, in his little X-Wing, gun up against
Wait,
his fleet
BB-8.
of, what? Did I miss something?
BB-8.
BB-8, happy beeps! Happy beeps.
What?
Happy beeps. Happy beeps. Lizzie.
Oh.
Happy beeps.
Yeah?
Happy
Baby?
beeps.
BB.
Happy beeps. I'm gonna see it. I probably won't be able to, cause oh, Wikipedia. Please give me the summary I need so I don't forget anything, cause I know I will. I know I will.
It's okay, I'll help you. I'll help you. You don't need Wikipedia.
I'm going to, cause I'm a forgetful person. How do people even they got the crawl here? How do they even do this? I don't understand.
Oh, well,
Piracy,
how I did it.
probably.
No, but how I did it, I went in with a notebook for Rogue One and I jotted down everything.
Crazy Lizzie. Okay. So, all right.
That's non-legal.
So Poe
Legal way, I think.
flies up. And, you know, so I know I said earlier that to not make comments during a movie theater, but I did break that rule because I thought of something during the one scene and I whispered it very, very quietly to Safi in the beginning because I had thought it and I needed to tell someone. All right, so this is Poe, and he's like, and Lizzie cut off. Lizzie.
What?
All right, you good? All right, I didn't. Okay, so Poe flies up, and Hux gives his little evil speech, and then Poe's like, "Okay, I'll hold," and Hux is like, "Wait," and then they go back for it. Then Hux is like, "Wait, I can hear him. Can he hear me?" And
The whole
I
time.
leaned over to Safi, and I was like, "This is me and Lizzie trying to start a podcast." Lizzie.
What?
Did you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I'll hold.
I think he's tooling with you, sir.
But yeah, I leaned over to Safi and I was like, "This is what happens when me and Lizzie try to start and podcast. This is how Skype works. It's a thing of I can hear you, can you hear me? Back and forth. That's what happens before we start recording, people. It's just trying to Skype. Skype's not always that nice. Yeah. So, there's that oh gosh, that was a great scene. I hope episode 9 also starts with Poe just sassing First Order people, because if that's the trend we're going to do for these new movies, I am so behind on that. Not behind on it. I'm behind that.
No.
I love that.
I noticed what they were doing.
What?
They hit us with all these funny, nice scenes, and then they smack us with emotion.
It's great, isn't it?
No! It's horrible.
Okay. So, yeah. And then Poe is just awesome with his flying and stuff.
Okay, we've been on that for 5 minutes.
But
Rose's sister.
Oh no, Paige. I was really excited about Paige. And then she dies. Like, immediately. It's a great death. It was a great death. She was a hero. But she died. She died.
Yeah.
It was sad.
I almost teared up for that.
Oh no. Okay. So yeah. And then Snoke just starts yelling at Hux. But like, I don't know. Hux, I mean, I'm all for being mean to Hux. He really deserves it.
No.
I know you don't think so.
Baby.
He's a bad person.
No, it was okay. The whole scene was basically my boy Hux fighting your boy Poe.
Hux is a bad person. He kind of like destroyed 5 planets. Like that was kind of like on him. Okay. All right. I'm sorry, but
Poe got slapped by Leia.
We're not there yet, Lizzie. Anyway, I don't know. I mean, Snoke, and you're actually gonna like what I say, because I'm all for yelling at Hux, but in that instance, Hux didn't really he didn't do anything wrong. Like, Hux did nothing to deserve that yelling he got. Scolding, I guess.
In front of everyone.
Yeah, I don't know. Because, Hux deserved it just because of who he is. But, I mean, in that instance, what Snoke was yelling at him for, that wasn't Hux's fault. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, of course you know, but like, I mean, I guess it's like kind of very indirectly his fault, but like, I don't know. I think Snoke just wanted someone to yell at, and he couldn't yell at the people on the Dreadnought because they did. So,
True.
I guess he just yelled at Hux.
Rip. Poor Hux.
I mean, I don't know. I don't feel bad for Hux. I just think Snoke's anger was misplaced.
What's next?
Next was Leia. Leia slaps Poe. Oh, great sound effects, Lizzy.
She didn't even slap him that hard.
No, it was a sort of like playfully slap.
It wasn't a playful slap either.
No, but it wasn't like an actual slap. You know, like Leia Organa could have had him on the ground.
Yeah.
So it wasn't. I mean, and he didn't seem too wounded by it. So I don't know. It was more playful than it was anything else.
Right.
Yeah.
I thought it was adorable.
Yeah. And Poe Dameron is the son that Leia deserved. Ben is a horrible son.
How dare!
He
He did not. He did not kill her.
He killed Han.
I mean, I'm trying to think.
Kylo Ren has taken like everything from Leia. He killed her husband. He took her son away from him. He took her brother away. He destroyed the Republic that she fought for most of her life. Well, not most of her life. Fighting to build. And now he's taken away most of the Resistance. All that's left is for him to kill, like, Poe, Rey, the, like, 5 people left in the Resistance and her. And then he would have really taken everything away from her. He is a horrible son, and Poe Dameron is a son that she deserved. Yeah. Lizzy. Lizzy.
What?
Did you die?
I'm just saying that he's a beautiful boy.
He's alright looking, I guess.
Zoe.
What?
Yeah. Zoe.
What?
Just saying he's a beautiful boy.
I will. I mean, there are worse things to look at. I guess. I don't know. I'm sorry. Lizzy, did you die? Okay.
Zoe,
What?
you keep freezing.
I'm sorry. But, alright, what else do we have? Alright, so, oh no, I can hear myself. That's not a good sound. So Kylo, Snoke and Kylo talk, and Snoke insults Kylo. Anyway, and Kylo gets mad, smashes his helmet up, because Snoke called it stupid. He wants to impress Snoke. And then he gets in his ship and it takes like 2 other TIE fighters, which is weird he'd only take 2. They clearly had a lot. I don't know why he'd only take 2 for his squadron. Anyway, he takes 2 other TIE fighters and they go, and Kylo goes to shoot at the bridge, but he's like, oh no, my mommy's there. So he doesn't. But the other TIE fighters do. And he doesn't really, like, say anything about it, so I can assume he didn't, like, he cared enough to
I thought he was going to shoot them.
He cared enough to not do it himself, but he didn't care enough to say anything when the other people did it. Basically. But so bridge blows up and Akbar dies. Admiral Akbar. He dead. It's sad. He was a good boy. Always knew when there was a trap to look out for. I guess he just didn't see that trap coming. Lizzy, did you die again? Lizzy.
Zoe.
You back? You died.
Yeah.
Oh no.
It's okay. We're back.
Alright, what'd you hear?
He blows up the... He doesn't blow up the bridge.
But then the TIE fighters do. So the bridge does blow up, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And then Akbar dies.
He does.
He was a good boy. Rest in peace. We need to play taps now. Except that'd probably get us like a copyright strike or something. So we're not. But just, everyone just pause this and imagine taps is playing for Admiral Akbar. Alright, good.
Good job.
Yeah. So, yeah, Akbar dies. And then Leia gets blown out too. And you're like, boy, what's going on? You know, and she gets all like covered in ice, kind of like Kanan did in Rebels. She gets all covered in ice and stuff, but she uses the Force to save herself. But she's out. You know, it's not good. So they take her to the med bay. She goes sleepy.
Sleepy? Mm-hmm. Did you cry?
Yeah.
I didn't, because I was like, no. She goes to crate.
Yeah, I knew she was on crate, so I knew she was gonna make it. I just still cried, because that's what I do. That's what I do, so.
But I did cry. I didn't cry, but I felt teary because then her theme song was playing and I couldn't help it.
Yeah. And, so yeah, Poe is like, hey, that's my new mom, because, you know, my other one kind of died. So, he saves her, take her to the thing, you know, and the Radis, that's what it is? Yeah, the Radis. I got some stuff out of order. Whoops. Alright. Anyway. So, somewhere in there, the Radis jumps to hyperspace. I think it was before the thing with the bridge. And then it turns out the First Order can track him through hyperspace. So, yeah. That's fun.
They
and you know.
did that in Rebels, though.
Yeah, I know. Everyone's like, oh, it's so surprising. And I was like, in Rebels, they were straight up pulling people out of hyperspace.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, that's impossible. No one's ever done that before, but, like, they have. So, like,
yeah, that whole time I was so confused. I was like,
yeah.
But they can.
In Rebel, like, yeah, because, like, I was like, everyone's like, wow, they can track people to hyperspace, but, like, in Rebels, they were pulling people out of hyperspace. So, what? Yeah. I guess for the general audience, that's never been done before. So for like most people probably seeing that movie, they're like, oh, well, First Order's getting this new tech. But to anyone that's seen Rebels, they're like, this isn't new. This isn't new at all.
Right. So people should, watch Rebels because it's good. It's amazing.
Yeah, and this is kind of skipping ahead, I guess. But people were like criticizing. They're like, oh, well, the Force was just like really like too crazy in this. But like after seeing pretty much a lot of episodes actually in Clone Wars and Rebels, but specifically what comes to mind is the Mortis arc, which is one of my favorites, actually, in Clone Wars. The Mortis arc from Clone Wars, after seeing that, I don't doubt anything the Force can do. Because that was just, like, so crazy that, like, someone could be like, oh, yeah, the Force can, like, summon Pokemon. And I'd be like, yep, yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Good job. Good job.
I don't know. I just said Pokemon because I looked over and there's a little Charmander on my shelf and I couldn't think of anything else. So, yeah. Random. It's less random than it seems. But, okay, yeah. So, Leia saves herself. Holdo is put in command. And then, actually, I think Holdo... Alright, so Poe asked her what the plan is, and Holdo just, like, starts insulting him. And I like Vice Admiral Holdo, but, like, that was a little unfair. Because Poe just kind of wanted to know what was going on, and she just starts telling him off. Like, he just wanted to know. And maybe it's because I'm really impartial to Poe. That's the right use of that word, right? I don't know.
Well,
what were you going to say?
I don't know. It's just like...
yeah, impartial is not the right use of that word. That was not the right word to use. I'm sorry.
No,
I just looked it up. Whoops. I'm sorry.
I was going to say something. Zoe.
I'm sorry. I just had to clarify that I did not use the right word.
I didn't like Admiral Holdo. Well, at first, I really just hated her at the beginning.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I like her, like, now, I guess. I didn't really like her that much in the beginning. But I do think that was unfair to Poe, because Poe just, like, wanted to know that there was a plan. And then, at the end of the movie, when you find out what her plan was, there's no reason she couldn't have told him that. You know?
Mm-hmm.
So, it's like... Actually, if she had told him that, the First Order never would have found out their plan from DJ, and things would have gone a lot better. So, I don't know. That was just her... I don't know, she was being unfair to Poe. Like, yeah, Poe messed up with the Dreadnought plan.
A lot?
Not a lot. They took down the Dreadnought, didn't they? They got it done.
At what cost?
I mean, yeah, the cost really sucked. But, I mean, they did take down a Dreadnought, and if they hadn't taken down that Dreadnought, they could have lost a lot more. So, it was a tactical decision, you know? Because that Dreadnought could have taken out their shields pretty easily, and they wouldn't have been able to last as long as they did. That's all I'm saying. Okay?
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I mean, yeah, Poe's not perfect. As much as I like to think he is. He's not. Kylo's definitely not perfect.
He's pretty perfect.
As much as I like to think that Poe's perfect, or say that, I guess, he's not perfect. No one's perfect. Except Ahsoka. But, and...
But Zoe?
But
Zoe?
I think she was being unfair to Poe.
Zoe!
What?
But you perfect, Zoe.
I'm perfect?
Yes, you perfect.
What are you on?
Everything.
That's not healthy, Lizzie. I think you'd be dead if you were on everything.
It's 8 o'clock. I'm actually tired. I don't know why.
It's 11 o'clock.
I know.
Alright. That's my take on Holdo, though. She was not... I mean... She literally just could have been like, oh, well, we're gonna keep this big ship going and then send a bunch of little transports out to Crate. And the First Order won't know to look for the transports, so we'll all get away safely. Like,
Right.
that's all she had to do. Could have avoided a lot of the deaths in this movie if she had just been straight up. Because, I mean, you know, Poe's... Well, I guess he wasn't a commander anymore. He was a captain. But, you know, Poe's a captain. And he has a part of the resistance. He has a right to know what's going on, I think. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know. We're talking about this way too long. It was a very tiny part of the movie. But anyway. That's what I think.
Is that what you think?
That's what I think. So, yeah. And then after this, before... I don't know. A lot happened. It's hard to keep track of it all. But at some point, Finn... No, it was after Leia, because Finn picked up the little beacon tracker thing. And he was thinking, I can keep Rey safe because the fleet is doomed. I can keep Rey safe if I get away. So he tried to get into escape pod, and Rose, who was the sister of Paige, she goes up and she's like, Finn! And she talks up. Alright, her meeting Finn was adorable and relatable. It was adorable. Yeah.
Stop.
Yeah.
No.
No. Or, you know, I'm, like, great with the puns today. Did you see my little thing in Skype? It's a podcast.
Stop.
It even works because Poe's last initial is D. Podcast.
Why do you like to hurt me?
I don't know. Or actually, I made an Instagram today, which is really funny because it lets you follow, like, people from your contacts that have an Instagram. And everyone starts texting me like, Zoe, you made an Instagram, finally. So, yeah, that happened. And in my little bio thingy-majig, I said I'm a podcaster/costumer, or a what did I say? A podcostumer. Yeah. I love puns. They're great. Actually, I didn't know, like, I wanted to follow as many, like, Star Wars people as I could, but I didn't, like, really know how to find anyone, so I just scrolled through who your dad was following and just followed the people I knew, because I didn't know how to find anyone.
Good job.
We found him, and then I was like, I don't know what else to do now. But yeah, that's what I did. That was my day. That sounded like creepier. I didn't mean it. That sounded creepy now that I said it. It wasn't. I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't know how to do stuff. I'm very sorry.
I don't even remember what I did today.
What?
Huh?
What? What'd you do?
I don't know. That's the thing. I don't know what I did today.
I thought you said you don't want to hear what I did today. I was like, I want to. What'd you do?
No. No.
Did you do anything?
Anything productive? No.
Okay. All right.
Pretty productive in video games, but you know, everything else, no.
Not sure how much that counts. All right. So where were we? We were. Rose meets Finn. And, you know, it was adorable. She's like, oh my gosh, Finn, you're a hero. Which Finn is a hero. I love him. And then she realizes he's got a packed bag. and she tases him. And then she's going to like take him in and report him for desertion. And he explains the deal to her, and they figure out that they can destroy the tracker thing. So they go and they explain the plan to Poe. And Poe's like, he loves it. And 3PO's 3PO about it, but whatever. That's 3PO. And then what else?
And then?
And then Rose and Finn, Poe organizes a way with Connix to help them get on the shuttle with BB-8 and leave to go. Well, they talk to Maz, and they talk, and Maz tells them about the code breaker, who can,
do
break
everything.
codes. Yeah, he can do everything. I'm gonna pretend something in that conversation never happened. And then they come up with a little plan to get them off to Canto Bight, which is then, they leave, and it cuts to Ahch-To, and Rey is like, "Here, Master Skywalker, take this lightsaber," and Luke's like, "No," and throws it. He's like, "I don't want it. Get it away."
That I was slightly surprised, but not really.
Well, that was something where like after Force Awakens came out, like everyone was making like a little comic where Luke just throws the lightsaber like as a joke, but then he actually did it.
Yeah.
It was, I don't know, it was funny, but it was also a little like anticlimactic to me, I guess. Like, I don't know what I was expecting. Like, but I thought, it was kind of a serious scene, and then it's just joke. I don't know. It was good. I thought it was funny. I still liked it. But I guess I kind of expected more from that scene, if that makes sense.
Yeah. I love the keepers. They were there. I can't remember what they're called.
Caretakers.
The caretakers. Yeah, they're. I felt awful for them.
I know, they're just trying to live their life, keep the Jedi Temple, and then this girl goes around shooting their walls. Luke is
breaking their carts.
And
that was the best one. When they look up and their face up at her. It was so great.
But we're not there yet.
But it was great.
Luke is like refusing. Absolutely refusing. I can't remember like what order everything happened in. But Luke is refusing. And at one point, there's milk.
Yeah.
I'm going to pretend that also didn't happen.
I didn't know how to feel about it.
I mean, part of me was like, all right, so that's his farm boy roots. But part of me did not want to see that.
I don't even know. It was kind of weird.
And then it's like his smile, like to Rey, afterwards. Like, no, you're disgusting. Don't do that. Don't smile. You know what you did.
Yeah, and then Rey kind of looks away.
Yeah, Rey is me. But yeah, and then, Lucas goes on his daily routine, which is mostly just, I don't know, he stabs a fish.
He does stab a fish, and I thought that was so cool.
Yeah.
It's a giant fish.
Yeah, he stabs the giant fish. That's pretty much it. He milks the thing, stabs the fish. Doesn't do much else. He's not busy, like Rey said. He's not busy. And then at one point, Ray can't convince him. And then she's like, all right, I'm going to bring in the big guns. By big guns, I mean the big furry Wookiee. Chewie. Chewie busts down the door. Which I guess the caretakers, we didn't see them react to that, but I can't imagine they were all too happy about the busting of doors.
Yeah, it's... I wouldn't be happy about it.
So, it's very happy. And then Luke asks where Han is. And you're like, oh. Oh, no.
Yeah.
Part of me feels like when he asked that question, like, just from his, like, the way he asked it, I guess, like, he already kind of knew the answer. Because I guess he, like, sensed it through his force, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
It's still sad. Not happy. And, so, yeah, and then Chewie.
Chewie?
He eats the pork.
He actually doesn't. He cooks them up, but he doesn't eat them.
He kills the porks.
2 porgs.
And the porks, 3. He was holding one.
What?
He kills the porks. And the porks look at him and they're sad.
I was gonna... The whole time I was like, oh, I would give him a leg,
There's a
Looks
tiny pork.
Looks like he wants food. I'll give him a leg of the pork.
Little tiny pork is watching.
Zoe? Zoe! Oh my god.
So little. Sad. I don't like it when porgs are sad.
Their little lips quivering. No.
Sad little pork. Why do I not have tissues when I podcast?
See, this is why, I already told Zoe her Christmas present. It's a Star Wars Geek Girl emergency tissue box that I'm making.
I need
to send it to her now. Because,
so tiny.
Yeah. Oh, Zoe.
I'm so little. Little baby boy.
Zoe.
What?
You're okay.
The porgs are not.
Oh.
Okay.
It's okay. Wait, here. Let me give you a cute little picture. It's actually cute. I'm not messing with you.
Okay. All my friends at school hate porgs and think they're creepy, and it makes me sad. It's horrible.
It's okay.
And anyway, alright,
Did it send?
Is it via phone or via Skype?
Skeep.
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 Skeep. Skeep. Where is this little... Okay.
Dum 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 dum.
You're so little. The little baby Ben.
Little baby Ben. And also Porg being created by penguin and hamster.
Hamster penguin. Okay. So then, alright. So then after that, Luke sneaks on to the Falcon.
Mm-hmm.
And he looks around the cockpit. And then, he sits. Then R2 wakes up.
Mm-hmm.
And,
Zoe, it's okay.
I shouldn't
Oh,
be doing this.
I'm looking up a recipe on pork chops. I'm sorry. But they look really good.
Lizzy. Come on. You're horrible.
They look really, really good. I'm really confused on why there are blueberries on pork on chops, but I don't know. Hey, whatever.
Okay, so R2 wakes up and they're talking and Luke asks him to watch his language because R2 is a filthy mouth.
Filthy.
Although I think Chopper, we don't know what Chopper's saying, but I think Chopper outweighs or outdoes R2 on the filthiness by far. Like, I don't have proof,
Yeah.
but I just know it.
Yeah.
And then,
I
what?
I don't know. I think it's cute that R2 does that though.
It is. He learned it from Chopper, probably.
Don't
No.
you blame Chopper.
No, he probably learned it from Anakin.
There you go.
Yeah. Alright, anyway. And R2 plays the message.
Of Princess Leia.
Yeah.
Did you cry?
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. It was a cheap move.
It worked.
Not really. I mean, yeah. Sure.
Worked on me.
What?
I said it worked on me.
Oh. Yeah. Ow. Ow. I hurt myself.
Good.
Uh, so
Good.
you're okay, Zoe. You're okay.
No.
Yes, you are. You are perfectly fine.
Mm.
Only 2 porgs were sacrificed.
Anyway. And then Luke decides to train Rey hold on, I can say it. To
No.
train Rey.
Stop.
Ha! Ha! I'm hilarious.
No.
Hee hee. Uh, you know, Rey and Kylo start having these visions where they're talking to each other. And actually, I think it was kind of. This sounds horrible. It was kind of funny because you know when Rey's like there's the rain and her face is just like so pure because it's her first time seeing rain. She looks so happy. And then Kylo shows up and her face like immediately falls. She's like, "Oh, this guy."
I mean,
I do the same thing.
right.
But
But it's Kylo. I would probably lunge at him.
it's because you're weird.
What am I?
What?
What?
I said weird.
No.
Yeah, actually.
No, I'm not.
Okay, I'm sorry, you're not.
Think.
They have like these visions, and Luke tells her that Kylo tried to kill him, and then Kylo tells her that Luke attacked him. And then Luke tells the truth that for like a split second, he thought about it, and there's like a momentary lapse, but wasn't actually going to go through with it. But Kylo saw the wrong thing, and
He
attacked.
kind of saw the right and wrong thing.
Well, I don't know. It was a momentary lapse. Like, it would be one thing if like it was like Luke like swinging down, and I guess Luke standing over him in the lights with the lightsaber in his hand. Like, it was definitely, it didn't look good, but Luke didn't mean to do anything. So it's, the blame doesn't fall all on Luke, and like the darkness is already there. Luke said, so there isn't, like, it's not 100%. I don't know. I don't like making excuses for Kylo Ren, because at this point, he's like 30 years old. He's a grown man. He can make his own decisions, and no one else should have to be blamed for it. But on the other hand, Luke did mess up. So I'm not saying it's Luke's fault, because, you know, Kylo is a grown-up, and saying that what he's doing, the horrible things he's doing, saying that they're Luke's fault, or they're Han's fault, or they're Leia's fault, or they're anyone else's fault, I think is really ridiculous, because he can make his own decisions at this point. He's an adult.
Yeah.
So I think other people maybe played a part in it, but at the end of the day, Kylo Ren made Kylo Ren.
And Kylo Ren is beautiful.
In your opinion.
In many people's opinion.
Yeah, well, many people don't have eyes, so whatever.
Kanan.
That's mean. That's even meaner. Okay, I was going to apologize, but I'm not going to now. You spring that on me. Whatever. Okay, so Rey, she tries one last time to convince Luke to join the Resistance, but Luke's just like, it's not, he doesn't feel like it's his place. So she leaves, and to go and confront Kylo and try to bring him back to the light. And then Luke is like, okay, you know what? Jedi really gotta end, man. Goes up to the tree, he's gonna burn it down. But then Yoda, Force Ghost Yoda shows up. And Luke is like, alright, I guess I shouldn't do this now that Yoda's watching me. But Yoda just lightnings it and starts laughing. And Luke is like, what? And, Yoda and Luke, a nice conversation about how the Jedi text kind of sucked. Now it's time for the Jedi to be found in a new way. And then they watch the tree burn.
Yeah. Right. I was really, really confused.
Really?
I mean, like, when Yoda just started burning it, I was like, okay, alright, fine. But they're just almost happily enjoying watching the tree burn.
Well, I don't know. They're enjoying watching the start of the Jedi Order moving on.
Yeah.
But also, like, have you ever watched something really big burn? It's, like, really satisfying to watch.
No.
That sounds like I committed arson or something. I did not.
It's a living tree burning.
No. Yeah, but, like, have you never seen something just catch on fire and you just watch it burn? Like, it's fun. Like, at camp, we burned a picnic table, and just watching it, like, destroy itself was satisfying. So, yeah. Anyway. I don't even forget what I was saying now. What was about the tree? Yeah, I don't know. I think it also, because at the end of the movie, it's revealed that Rey had pulled a fast one on him and taken texts, like taking them without their
Yeah.
knowledge. And I feel like Yoda knew that somehow. Like, I don't know. I don't have proof, but I feel like especially my second time watching it, I feel like Yoda knew that there weren't actually books in there. You know? Because he said, like, the books in there don't have anything that Rey doesn't possess, and she possesses the books now. So, I don't know.
Probably.
I don't have evidence. That's just kind of the feeling I got. I can't explain it. But yeah.
I get you.
Alright, cool. As long as you got me. But then, and then, alright, Holdo reveals her plan to discreetly evacuate the remaining resistance members using small transports. But Poe, not fully understanding the plan, because she never explained it to him, there's a mutiny, basically. They take over the bridge. Meanwhile, Finn, Rose, and BB-8 get DJ to help them. And, alright, okay. So, this is just kind of my opinion, I guess. That's what podcasts are for, though, giving opinions. So, all of the new aliens in the sequel trilogy have been, like, really, like, they're all beige, you know?
Beige?
Like, a brownish color.
Yeah.
And, in the prequels, and in the original trilogy, too, and in Clone Wars and Rebels, all of the aliens are so many different, like, colors and, like, designs. And then in the sequel trilogy, like, everything's, like, brown and white and kind of lumpy. And I feel like Canto Bight was, like, the perfect opportunity to use, well, a lot of our already really beautiful existing alien designs and also bring a lot of color. And we didn't see much of that. And I was a little, I have to admit, that was where the movie, I think, kind of disappointed me. Because I love colors. I need more colors.
No more color.
Colors are beautiful. And I think, I don't know, part of Star Wars is that I always really liked was just, like, you go down and there's a million different aliens. There's all different species and they all look very different. They've all got these really great colors. And we're not getting that so much in the sequel trilogy. So if that's something I have to criticize about the sequel trilogy, I think that would be what I'd pick. Which it's not like it ruined the movie for me or anything. It's just kind of like a little detail that I'm not a huge fan of, I guess. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. But yeah, that's that, I guess. I don't know. I feel like, I don't know. Because in Maz's castle, I was like, that was a perfect opportunity to have a lot of colorful aliens. They didn't. And then they didn't in Canto Bight. So, kind of sucks. Because I think in the sequel trilogy, the most colorful aliens we got are like Maz and Akbar. And they're like dark red and like orange. So, it's not that fun of colors. I like colors. They're pretty. Yeah, that's all I got to say.
But,
I don't know.
but color.
Colors. How can you be Sabine if you don't like colors? That's like her whole thing.
I don't know. Colors are hard.
But they're pretty.
But they're difficult.
But they're beautiful.
All my drawings are in pencil and smudge and gray.
I like
Because I can't color.
I don't know. I like looking at colors. Can that be a thing then? I like looking at them.
Okay.
There we go. Alright, so they get into the starship, right? But Phasma captures them. And BB-8 does escape, though, because he's hiding in a trash can. I did like that they got the uniforms from, like, the First Order dry cleaning. Like, I don't know why, because it's such a tiny detail, but it was very amusing to me.
Right. I didn't, they made BB-8 a trash box.
It's still beautiful. BB-8's always beautiful.
Yeah, and then BB-90.
BB-90. Man.
I like BB-90.
Yeah.
He's just doing his job.
All the BBs.
And that one's black.
I want to know if, like, because I'm assuming that BB-8 and BB-9 came from, like, the same, like, droid factory place. So I want to know if the, like, you can order, like, I want a BB with a round top, or you can order, or I want a BB-8 with not a BB-8, a BB with a flat top, or if, like, the BB, or wow, I don't even know how to word anymore. But how the first order just like got one. They're like, no, this round top, it's too resistant to just cut the top off. They're like, no.
Ouch.
I don't know. Maybe they just flattened it. They just hammered it down. I don't know. I don't know how droids work. So, I don't know. But yeah. I don't know. Phasma captures them, and then Rey gets in that little pod thing. I love that they use the little Falcon pod thing, because ever since I was a kid, with this big Falcon toy, and it came with the little pod thing, but you don't really see it that much, like in the movies or anything. So I like that they used it. It was, I don't know, it made me happy in my soul.
In your soul?
In my soul.
Not on your soul?
Except they opened the door like while they were still in hyperspace, and I was like, no, I've seen what happens when you do that in hyperspace. It's not gonna work. Kanan tried it, didn't go too well. I mean, I guess it worked, but it didn't look very fun. Although it was colorful. Didn't look fun. Looked kind of like I would, like it would make people throw up, which is not fun. Yeah. What else? She goes in the little Falcon pod, and Lizzie, did you die?
I'm listening.
Oh, okay. I thought you died, because I didn't hear any buzz or anything. But,
Buzz.
Okay. So, when, like, she wanted to think, did they ever get the little Falcon pod back?
I want to say no.
Because, like, did she take it to get back to the Falcon and regroup for the Battle of Crate?
I don't think so.
Because, like, how'd she get off the ship after the thing with Kylo? You know?
We will never know.
Did she steal a shuttle? Did she take the little Falcon pod back? If she took the Falcon pod, how do you fly it? Because I didn't see any controls. Like, did they get it back? Do they gotta get a new one now? Do they have to go to, like, the really old ship store? Because the Falcon's, like, 500 years old? That's a lie. It's, like, 30. It's probably closer to, like, 40 or 50. But still, like what's the dealio? Anyway, I don't know what I'm saying anymore.
I don't either.
I'm sorry. So, Rey and Kylo go up on a little elevator, meet Snoke. Snoke is like, he's not very nice to Rey. I guess it makes sense. But then he's like, alright, Kylo, kill Rey. And Kylo's like, ha, I'm gonna kill Snoke. It's like, whoa, twist. Twisty twist. Cuts him in half. Does a Darth Maul on him. And then the Praetorian guards are like, they don't know what to do. So they attack Kylo and Rey.
They're
Kylo and
like
Rey.
lobsters. They're
Lobster
like
guards!
lobsters.
I know! Lobster guards!
That whole time I was like, oh my god, they're like lobsters. And then later when, Rey and, I was gonna say Luke, Kylo, I was gonna say Vader, oh god, Kylo, when Rey and Kylo were destroying them, they just cut up like lobster shell. It
Lobster
was
guards.
great.
But yeah, so there's a cool fight with the lobster guards. I don't have too much to say on it except, it was cool. Gotta watch it because it was pretty cool. I think the more I see the Praetorian guards, the more I like them. Because when I first saw them, I was like, I don't know about this. Doesn't look all that great. But now I like it. I think they're cool looking ish. I don't know. The fact that they're like everything is the same, and I know someone's probably gonna be like, actually, this is like slightly different hex code than this on this, but whatever. They're all the same color. Like everything about them is the same shade of red, and I think that's a little weird, honestly. Like it's the same exact shade for everything, and it's like, calm down, man. But I don't know. It's just
Snoke
me.
is in 3 pieces. Three pieces.
Yes, he's got his hand, and he's got the top half and the bottom half.
It was so cool. I thought they were just, they were gonna cut him a little. And then, like, he would get mad, and then he would fight Kylo, and that would have been awesome. Or Kylo would die, and Rey would die, and everyone would die. But no,
Why do you want
Snoke
everyone
just
to
died.
die? I don't know. Do you know what's weird? So, like...
No, I didn't. I said...
So, what were you gonna say?
You go ahead.
Oh, me go? Okay.
You
So,
go.
Kylo turns the lightsaber on, so it's clearly, like, stabbing, like, through him, right?
Right.
But then he moves the lightsaber forward, and then the top half of Snoke just falls. But it wasn't like the lightsaber was behind him and Kylo moved it forward. It like went through the middle, so shouldn't only like the front half have been severed? So shouldn't he just kind of like flop forward but not completely fall off? Because like the very back would still be intact, right? I mean, I don't know. I'm not a, I guess, biologist is the word. So I don't know. But like, it shouldn't have just flopped over that easy. Like there's still stuff in the back, right?
This is Star Wars.
I guess. I don't know. I noticed that my first time watching it, and I was like, I mean, it's probably for the best, because it probably would have looked really gross if they did it anatomically correct. So I'm glad they went with the just completely severing. I just thought it was a little weird, I guess. I don't know.
He's just dead.
He did.
He's dead.
He did. That's what matters. He did. And then...
I thought it was kind of lame, but just he's dead.
I don't know. I mean, everyone thinks it was an anticlimactic end to his character, but he wasn't, like, that big a character. Like, he was in tiny pieces of Force Awakens.
Mm-hmm.
And, he was in Last Jedi a little bit. And, like, there was nothing about him that suggested he'd be this great fighter besides the fact that he was this guy training Kylo. And, like, everyone was speculating on who he is. But...
He is Snoke. Snoke is Snoke.
All their Snoke theories sucked. B...
Snoke is Snoke.
Yeah, Snoke's dead. But, B, like, I don't know, it was never, like, there was never... Like, with Rey's parents, they mentioned, in Force Awakens and Last Jedi, her parents are mentioned. Like, a lot. So, you're led to, like, they're leading you on to theorize. And, like, it's clearly something they want you to think about. But with Snoke, there was never anything that, like, hinted he'd have an identity besides just being this guy Snoke. So it wasn't. I don't know. He didn't. There wasn't enough of him there for me to feel like it was anticlimactic, because there wasn't enough for him to really deserve a climactic end. You know.
Right.
And I think that actually, I think Snoke being dead and Kylo taking over the role of Supreme Leader presents a very, very interesting storyline that I'm excited to see where it goes.
Hmm.
Which,
I don't know. I I wish we saw Snoke and Kylo fight because he kind of took down Kylo easily with just one little shock of lightning.
yeah, I mean
Uh,
that's fair too. I think that would have been a cool fight.
but we didn't get anything of
We did just see
this.
the cool Kylo and Rey versus Praetorian Guards, which was pretty sweet. So
I thought that part with Rey and Snoke was a lot like Return of the Jedi, having, Snoke making Rey watch their friends die, and the Emperor
yeah,
making watch his friends die. But
this is the part we missed earlier because it's not in this little summary thing, but the part where Rey goes into that Force realm place and there's all the Reys
yeah.
and she wants to see her parent, but then it's just her.
Mhm.
Um, so I thought that was a really cool scene. However, I think it probably the part where she's just like snapping and moving her hand, I feel like that just should have been like cut in half. Like it was cool, but like you kind of caught on to what was happening pretty quickly, and there wasn't any need to just watch Daisy Ridley snap her fingers for that long, you know?
Hundreds of Daisy Ridleys.
Yes, I
You
didn't
know
see.
how amazing that would be?
I know, but like for the purpose of this movie, I don't feel like there's a need to just watch Daisy Ridley snap her fingers for I don't even know how long it was, but it felt too long.
I guess.
I don't know. I'm sorry.
It kind of freaked me out a bit. um and then I kept thinking that maybe she was, cuz it just showed her. It didn't show her parents. And I thought, oh, maybe she was just made with like mini chlorians and all that
She
stuff.
just appeared.
She appeared. She is her own parent.
I don't think that's what they were getting at, but that's fair. All right. So what else? We got a lot to cover, and it's like midnight. So, and then all
Yeah.
right. So then after the fight, Rey is like, "All right, Kylo, let's go get the resistance. Let's defeat the First Order." But because he kind of tricked her ish, because it looked like he was choosing the light side, when really he's still choosing the dark side. He's just choosing his own way of the dark side, not Snoke's way.
Yeah. Uh, which, and then he was like saying, "We'll destroy everything." Oh, okay.
He's like, yeah,
Yeah,
well,
no.
he's like, yeah, we'll destroy them all. Like, it's not what she wants, dude.
Yeah, and it reminded me a lot of the son from Clone Wars, where
Yeah.
he was trying to get Anakin to come over, and he was like, "We'll destroy the Sith and the Jedi and everything. It'll be good."
When you said
Uh,
he was trying to get him to come over, it sounds like they're like neighbors or something, and he's like, man, come on, come over. We'll have fun. We'll destroy stuff. Sorry, that's what I thought of when you said that.
no, I realized that. Like, maybe she won't catch on to that, but
Like,
just
come on,
repeat it.
come over. We'll have pizza. It'll be great. We'll have pizza. We'll destroy some people. It'll be fun.
You know,
Sorry.
some Sith on the pizza and Jedi. We'll eat them all. Yeah. I don't know. I saw that I, my dad didn't quite agree with me. Rip.
No, I see what you're saying. It reminded me more of Empire Strikes Back when Vader is like, "We'll rule the galaxy together." But I
Yeah,
also see what you're saying. I got you.
that good.
But Rey is like, "Come on, man," and then she realizes that even if he killed Snoke, he's still all right. So in my opinion, this movie kind of made Kylo like, all right. After Force Awakens, I didn't think he was gonna get redeemed, but I could see how he was going to. But after this movie, I don't think there's. I feel like there's no way he'd get redeemed after. Like, he was presented with a more than perfect choice to go to the light, but he's made his decision. And I don't really think he's going to come back. Because even when, like, it was like, well, he is only staying because Snoke is making him. But now Snoke's dead, and Kylo's still in the dark. So, you know.
Yeah. I, I can't think of a way he would come back. Unless it had something to do with his mom.
Or, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know anything.
You
Alright.
know a lot, Zoe.
Yeah. Um, and then they try to. Then Rey tries to pull the saber, the Skywalker saber, the Sky Saber. Um, that was a horrible joke. I'm sorry. But she tries to pull it off his belt, but he catches on. He's like, "No, you did this already. I'm not falling for it again." He tries to take it, and it's just kind of locked in the air because force battle. But then it breaks in half. And considering what we know about kyber crystals exploding in like the Death Star and stuff, it's a pretty powerful explosion.
Mm-hmm.
So they're both knocked back. Kylo's knocked out. At some point when Kylo's knocked out, Rey gets up, takes the pieces of the saber, and escapes. Maybe in the Falcon pod thing. We don't know. But she gets to the Millennium Falcon somehow. And then we're back to the Resistance, which I feel like I'm jumping around a little bit in different ways than the movie did, but I don't care. So Leia gets up. Poe is taken over the bridge. Then the door starts coming open, and Poe's like, "Oh no, they're getting in." And then it's Leia, and Poe's like, "Leia!" And then she stuns him.
Zaps him.
I bet Leia loves stunning people. Because, like, in Rebels and A New Hope, she's stunned, so she's just like, haha, the tables have turned.
Of course. Given the opportunity, I would stun Poe as well.
I don't know how I feel about that.
I love you so much, Zoe.
I mean, given the opportunity, I would kill both Kylo and Hux. So I can't really say anything.
Hey! I said stun! I said stun!
Yeah, I know. That's why I said I guess I can't really say anything.
Don't. You dare. I love that part where Hux was going to shoot Kylo. That was so amazing. I was like, oh no.
Well, I mean,
wait.
You think about it. Hux and Kylo are just always at odds. So Hux is like, you know what? I get rid of him. Now Snoke's dead. I'm in charge. But Kylo wakes up. But anyway, yeah. That happens. And then they get up and you're like, you'd think they'd have security cameras so they can see that Kylo killed Snoke and all the guards. Like, you'd think that'd be a thing they can check.
They're in a rush, man.
I guess, but like...
And they wouldn't think that Kylo would do it anyway.
I know, but like... Someone in some security room, with all the the screens, You'd think someone would see that.
Who has time? They're at
The
war.
person sitting in the security room looking at all the
What if
security
there were no
cameras.
security cameras?
Well, then the First Order is stupid.
Well, then it's stupid.
Okay. All right.
And hey, we're having a whole other movie. There could be a lot to happen.
Yeah, that's true.
That will happen.
All right. So, what happens? Holdo, everyone's trying to get to Crate because there's an old Rebel Alliance base. Holdo, DJ overheard Poe talking about the plan. DJ tells them, tells the First Order, in exchange, gets Rey and Finn captured. No, Rose and Finn captured. I got none of those names right. Rose and Finn get captured. And, Holdo she jumps to hyperspace through the base, kind of like Hera did, except Hera didn't die. So, Holdo did. Creates a hole. Then Finn is awesome. Fights Phasma. It was a really, really awesome, cool fight. It was like, I don't even know. But it was like really cool, man. You just gotta watch it. You have seen. I don't know why I'm saying you have to. Like, anyone listening to this, you gotta watch it. Because it was just like crazy. It was great. I don't know why I don't know. Anyone who's listening to this has probably seen it. I don't even know what I'm saying at this point. But it was really cool. And then Phasma thinks she got Finn, but then Finn's just like, hey, what's up? Smacks her in the head. She falls on the ground. There's a hole in her eye, and she looks at him. She's like, she's mad. But then, Finn doesn't care because then she dies. It's like really cool.
She dies.
And, and at one point, which is like, at some point, I don't know, Phasma's like, you were always scum. And Finn's like, rebel scum. It's like, rebel scum. Man, it's great. I love it. I love Finn. He's great. Yeah, it was so cool. I don't know what's going on. And then, so, BB-8 helps Rose and Finn. And then the rest of the Resistance sets up their little thingy on Crate. And Finn and Rose actually crash the shuttle they stole through the door. And everyone starts shooting at them. They're like, wait, no, it's us. Don't, just chill out, man. And Poe's like, okay, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I love you. And then
that was so cute when he sees BB-8.
He pet him like a dog. I loved it. It was so cute. It was so cute. It was so fun. It was so cute. That made no sense, but it was so cute. I loved it.
It was awesome.
And then, and then it was great. And then they get on those little, like, the weird little, like, ski speeder things, which actually Poe puts his foot through one. Pretty funny. But yeah, they're going to destroy the battering ram cannon thing. Which actually the guy from my second viewing that I mentioned earlier, when Finn said it was a battery ram cannon, he started laughing at that too. I was like, what's funny? I don't even get it. What? Anyway. And then Finn he's like ready to die. And Rose is like, that's not gonna happen, man. She crashes, saves him, calls him a dummy. But, and then they go back, and she's like super hurt because, she crashed herself into Finn. So Finn takes her back. And they all escape through the tunnel that the First Order had conveniently provided for them by blowing their base. Not blowing it up, but like blowing a huge hole in it. So they follow what are they, Volptex? Is that what they are?
Volptex!
Yeah.
Team Volptex!
Them. crash them, follow them. And meanwhile, Rey is like really awesome Falcon. She looked so happy when she was gunning down the First Order ties. It was great. It was pure. And by pure, I'm talking about murder, but still. It was great. I loved it. It was adorable. And actually, it's really funny how Kylo just blasts. The Falcon can't go a movie anymore without being called a piece of junk, can it?
No.
Rey calls it garbage. Kylo calls it a piece of junk. Episode 9, Finn's gonna call it trash.
Trash.
Yeah, trash. Put in the trash. So yeah, I don't know. That's my prediction. That's my only prediction for episode 9. Finn's gonna call the Falcon trash.
Someone's gonna call it trash.
Yeah. But yeah. And then, well, before that, Luke shows up. And the first thing I noticed was like that he looked younger.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, what's going on?
I was like, okay, either he looks younger or he just got himself all nice and pretty to.
Yeah, and then I saw the Graflex hilt on his belt, and I was like, okay, something's not right here because we just saw that thing break in half.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'm gonna cry again. But
oh no.
His scene.
He sees Leia.
When he and Leia reunite, which I guess it's like reunite in like air quotes because he wasn't actually there, but for all intents and purposes, he was there. And I think in a way, I think that scene was like the perfect goodbye to Carrie, if that makes sense.
Mm.
You know? Lizzie.
What?
Are you with us?
Oh. There you are.
But yeah, I really like that scene. It makes me cry every time I even think about it. It's beautiful. I love it. But then Luke goes out and fights Kilo. Then I also noticed what tipped me off about something not being right was Luke looking younger, the Graflex, and his feet didn't move the snow.
I didn't notice that.
Yeah, it didn't turn red under his feet when he was walking. Especially because there's that one shot where his feet slide and none of the snow moves. So, clearly something's happening.
and then he doesn't get blown up.
He does not. But that didn't really tip me off as much because it's like, well, it's Luke Skywalker. And it's the Force, so can do anything. But and then he and Kylo fight, and then Kylo goes to, do his little strike, and Luke's like, "Ha! Got you! I was just like force projecting myself to fight you." And, Kylo realizes it's all just a scheme. He's not very happy about it. And, they try to go after the Resistance, I guess, a little bit. Not really, actually. But, Resistance, well, what's left of the Resistance gets away. And,
like 8 people.
Yeah, it's like 8 people. I imagine we're going, because we didn't see a time skip from 7 to 8. I imagine we're going to see a time skip from 8 to 9. Because at this point, until the Resistance allies show up, the Resistance is pretty much powerless to do anything.
I was kind of thinking it would be like Rebels, where like they put out the calling and then everyone comes and then Mon Mothma's like, "Hey, this is our rebellion," but no one came.
No, not yet. I feel like we're gonna get a time skip, and I think we're gonna get maybe books or something about the allies in between 8 and 9, because I mean, like Poe and Rey and Leia and Finn and Rose and Nia Nud. Is that how you say it? I don't even know.
Me and them?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
But like, and like R2 and 3PO and BB-8. Like that's a great little crew, but that's not gonna do anything against the First Order. So they need time to regroup. So I feel like we're definitely gonna get more of a time skip between 8 and 9 than we did 7 and 8, because otherwise the last movie in the trilogy will just have to be them buying ships, which won't be as entertaining as the last movie probably should be.
I mean, you
So,
never know.
I mean, it could. It could just be all them buying ships. It's like House Hunters, but with more weapons.
Yeah.
So,
That'd be pretty great.
we have different definitions of great. Um,
We have to wait, like, what, 2 more
2
years?
because it's December 2019. So I'll actually be in college, hopefully.
Hopefully in college.
Hopefully I don't just fail all my classes next year. I
Yeah, I
probably
don't think
won't,
that's
but
possible for you.
it's possible. I could just stop doing stuff.
No. No.
I know if I just like
But
don't.
you wouldn't.
I wouldn't. No. So hopefully I'll get into a college too. Um. So yeah, I'll be in college. I'll have to pay for my own tickets. It kind of sucks.
You got this. You
got
got
this.
this.
I'm
I'll be
actually.
what, junior or senior year?
Yeah, it'll be your senior year because you're a year behind me.
Sounds awful.
Um. Yeah. Well, actually, the college I want to go to, there's a little theater on campus, which like a few months late, like if you wait a few months, I'm not gonna wait a few months, but a few months after a movie comes out, the theater will play, and the tickets are like $250 or something. So that's where I'll be
That's
spending a lot of my time after the last, or after episode 9 comes out.
yeah. Where is it? Do you
It's
know?
in Philly,
Where is that?
uh, Pennsylvania.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. It's Philadelphia.
Hmm.
It's weird that you have to ask where it is, but it makes sense because you're not from around here. So I don't know how to. I actually don't know how to answer that question.
You should come to a college over here.
Actually, the senior year of the film program, is in LA, so it's close-ish to you.
Cause when I go to college, I think I might go to the one in forget where Cripple Jacks.
Did you just say Crapple Jacks?
Cripple Jacks.
I love that.
Rhode Island.
Rhode Island. Yeah, you said that. I think
Yeah.
to me once.
Which is a bit far from you, but not too much.
It's definitely closer
Yeah.
compared to where you are now.
Yeah. Like, I think they have them in Colorado, Florida, North Carolina, New York, no, not New York, and Rhode Island.
Alright, I'm looking up. I mean, depending on the part to Rhode Island it is, it's probably about 4 or 5 hours from Philly. Philly's in like southeast Pennsylvania. I'm looking at it now, so it's weird that you asked where Philly does. I'm not making fun of you because it makes sense. You wouldn't know where it is. It's a weird question that I've never even thought about people asking.
Wow. I feel very hurt and dumb right now.
No, you're not dumb. You're not from around here. You shouldn't know. It's just weird because it's a weird question, I guess, for me, because no one's ever I wouldn't even think that someone wouldn't know where Philly is. I don't know. It's weird. Anyway. Um.
Uh,
So yeah, that's the Last Jedi. Do you have anything like in general to say about it?
Kylo without a shirt.
I I could have lived without that. Although
Uh,
I'd rather look at that than the alien milking. So
it was beautiful.
okay.
I'm dying inside.
All right.
I
Um.
saw that, and then I looked at Axel, who was right next to me, and then I looked at my parents that were behind me, and no one even noticed how freaking, like, I was freaking out.
Well, it's because everyone was watching the movie.
Yeah, it's so beautiful. I didn't know his scar went all the way down, like, almost all the way down to, like, his torso. Dang, Ray. Zoe, did you die?
No, I just I just completely blanked out. What did you say? Sorry.
Uh, I didn't realize that his torso was also cut up by Ray.
Oh yeah, she destroyed him.
She did. Rip. But he's okay now. That's all that matters.
His pants went really high. His pant
They
waist.
did.
I like. I appreciated it. It was just weird. I'm sorry. I'm being mean to Kylo, but I'm also not sorry. I'm sorry to Adam Driver. Not sorry to Kylo. I don't know. It's not bad. I don't know. There are better things to look at. I guess. I don't know.
Uh, but I don't know. It was just great. I loved it. And I hate Raylo, but that's okay.
I hate it too. Join the coalition to hate it together.
I, the only reason I would like Raylo is if I was dressing up as, but that's it. Other than that, it can go die.
Yeah, I agree with you, Lizzie.
Wow,
Don't
that's
say wow like
amazing.
we never agree on things.
For
We agree on
once,
a
you
lot of things.
never something on Kylo. Zoe, did you blank out
No,
again?
I'm still here. I was going to say something and I forgot it.
Milking.
No, don't remind me of it. Um, oh wow, I don't even know what I was saying. But yeah, I don't know. I think if I had one general critique of the movie, I guess it would be some of the shots. Like they were really good shots, but they didn't feel like star shots you'd see in a Star Wars movie. I guess. You know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I did kind of see that.
Like they weren't like bad. Like they looked good, and they make but it wasn't something like especially like some of the slow motion or like the fast motion shots. It just felt a little out of place, I guess. I
Hmm.
don't, but that didn't take away from my enjoyment of the movie at all. So, all in all, I think a lot of people really hate it. I think they're being unfair. I think it was a very good movie. And I mean, there are valid critiques of it. There are valid critiques of every movie. But I think people are being really harsh.
I mean, people are harsh anyway.
So, yeah.
People are mean.
Alright, so I mean, we can, because it looks like Rebels isn't going to be coming back for like a month at least. So we're probably going to be talking about The Last Jedi for a while.
Yay!
So, we'll talk about it more next time, and probably the next couple times after that. Well, actually, it's midnight, so I want to go to bed. I have a trip tomorrow. And we're gonna see it in IMAX tomorrow, which I'm actually excited about because I loved Force Awakens in IMAX, which usually I hate IMAX. Wow, that was a weird way to say that, IMAX. But I really want to see Force Awakens in IMAX again. It was beautiful. But anyway, I'm excited to see how Last Jedi works in IMAX. Very happy. So yeah, I'm gonna go to bed soon. But after I saw it the first time, we went to a diner, met up with another podcaster from Rebel Chatter, and actually pretty much anybody that my dad saw. He's like, "Hey, you saw the movie? Come to this diner. We're gonna talk about it." And actually, there were these two guys sitting, and they had, because the theater we went to, which was like right across from the diner, gave us wristbands instead of like tickets, I guess, because it was just quicker or whatever to check. So my dad saw two people with wristbands, and he's like, "Hey, you want to come to our table? We're talking about the movie." And the people were like, "Okay." So, we just kind of like gathered people, and we recorded it with this little handy dandy microphone thingy, which was actually kind of weird looking, but works really well. So we recorded that. We're gonna put it on the end of this show, so we're gonna listen to that now, I guess. So yeah, but I guess we'll wrap this up. So it's late. So I was Zoe.
I was Lizzy.
Thank you for listening to Star Wars Geek Girl. May the Force be with you, and goodbye.
Bye.
You want to record
Okay, all of the cows are
I'm like literally going inside the movie theater, but yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll do it quickly.
No, yeah.
Okay. So, alright, we'll start with it.
Go ahead.
Okay, so, alright, so, hi, I'm Zoe, and Lizzy is here via phone.
I am here. I am dying. I'm going in to see it right now
Yeah.
for the second time.
Yeah, so this is gonna be like a Star Wars, like a what are words? I just saw The Last Jedi, and Lizzie's already seen it, excuse the butt. And, so we're gonna, like, talk about it and stuff. But probably not Lizzie all that much, because she's going in to see it again.
Yeah. Because I can't.
Yeah, so that's that. I don't know. Alright, there's our intro. Thank you. Alright, cool. Alright, Lizzie, you can, like, hang up whenever you have to, but we're just gonna keep you talking. Okay. So,
Okay.
we'll just keep you as long as we can. Alright, so we'll just talk. Okay.
What happened? What books?
The Jedi books, the texts.
Oh, you think
yeah,
she took them?
she had them.
Oh.
Yeah.
You'll meet the
Well,
door. You see
when
right
Finn opened
Oh,
the
okay.
I remember seeing like one of those like I caught that last second.
Yeah, when Finn opened the drawer to the blanket. Okay. Alright. Lizzie, you still there?
Yes, I didn't see the
Okay.
books.
I'm gonna go now.
Oh, you gotta go? Alright, bye Lizzie. We'll have our own little show about it. It's okay.
Yeah, we'll stick this on the end of your show.
Alright, bye Lizzie.
Yeah, I missed the books altogether. I thought at first it was like, I was thinking when he opened the drawer it was going to be kind of like that when Finn was chucking his stuff with Chewie. I thought it was just going to be like fan service, like here's something, and that's good.
Yoda.
Well, I was glad they used the puppet. Yeah, I was glad they used the puppet.
Gridded, corn, fried. It's pretty good.
And that was like a good but very weird ending to Snoke.
I did not expect that.
No.
What are the soups?
Headed bean and cheesy puffs.
Your Snoke theory is dead.
Yeah. That's,
If they don't.
I'll try the Caribbean BBQ patty melt.
But with Luke.
With fries, and I don't need any coleslaw.
It leaves the apprentices.
no, but yeah.
I mean, we don't even have any evidence that Sith can't force ghosts.
Yeah, but I think Lucas made that clear when they were doing Clone Wars.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting Snoke. Yeah, that
No.
was great. That was
Well-
weird. It was weird, but it was a great twist.
Yeah, because it was nice that like not everything had to be something big, like it was just, and then that made, because I think if it would have been a big drawn out battle, then yeah, I thought that was good.
I had it set in my mind that Snoke was Darth Plagueis, but he renounced it after, because he died.
Yeah.
Sidious, and just seeing him get cut in half in pieces, I was just like, whoa. That was definitely interesting. And that's good for the story too, because we saw the Emperor and Darth Vader, our main character, had to be under somebody. Let's see what Kylo's gonna be like as the top dog.
Right.
In
Yeah.
the last movie, so it'll be interesting.
I think I'm gonna just get a plate of fries.
Alright. 2 or 1?
Yeah, I'll take a large fry as well. One. Yeah.
Yeah,
both.
one for each.
Yep.
I'm gonna start passing this around, guys. If you want to just talk to them for a couple minutes, say your name, go for it.
Do you have, can I just have some toast? Like with just like some strawberry jam.
Okay, this is the part of the show where you hear what everyone eats.
Yes.
What kind of toast?
Do wheat.
Wheat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and I'll send you whatever recording
so
I have.
Mike, should you pass them together?
We could, but this one's picking up. It's picking up the whole room.
Yeah. Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm like, I would bet Zoe's podcast on it.
You can put my podcast.
If you don't pick up everything well enough, I'll
Yeah.
send you.
Yeah, no, I mean, look, at quiet levels, we're still picking up half, so I'm watching the levels when people talk. Oh yeah, we'll send it over there too.
Okay, but what else?
Because I was thinking I was going to bring the laptop and a mixing board and stuff like that, and everything like that, and I'm glad I didn't.
That's a lot.
Oh yeah. I'm trying to stop. I want to hear what.
Okay. All right, thanks a lot. Oh, she's the edge.
Mike, there you go, Mike.
Well, I was just going to say I liked everything about it. I wasn't disappointed. I would have liked to see more of the walkers, but I thought the space bat, like that bomber, I think that's my new favorite ship.
Are those the Starhawks?
I don't know what they are. They had this very like George Lucas reminiscent World War II, you know, tail gunner, the whole like, you know.
They almost look like they were like large B-wings almost.
Right. At first, I thought they were B-wings.
Yeah, like larger versions of them.
I thought the ski speeders, for sure, were strict B-wings.
I thought they were too.
And they were gonna bomb the walkers. That would have been.
Oh,
they
yeah.
looked like B-wings. It was in an old rebel base. I got that feeling too.
Yeah. Well, now I wonder if we'll see those in Rebels.
Yeah.
Like we'll see those things in full
I don't think
operation.
Rebels has much time left
They're about
to show
Well, I
that,
know, but I mean, like, they could still have them thrown in there.
I guess. On Lothal, picking up dirt everywhere.
They could.
Something similar to them.
Really?
Here, you want to hear?
What am I doing?
What do you think?
Talking.
Get your reaction. Tell us all the parts you cried at.
That's like the whole thing, dude.
I'm sorry.
She started when the scroll started.
Really?
And then she was crying at the end, and the lady down the seats from us thought we were terrible parents because we were like, it's just, you see a Star Wars movie, and you look how much Zoe's crying, and that tells you how good it is.
Force
You know.
Awakens, I would still be crying.
Yeah, Force Awakens, we had to stop and buy her tissues on the way home. 'Cause she just ran out of, you know, I think she got
Came
dehydrated.
prepared.
Oh, yeah. So what do you think?
What do I think? There's a lot.
Well, just give us a little bit, and we
I
can
mean,
always...
no, I just mean like that's what I think. It was a lot, and I'm still processing it a little bit.
Well, we're going again tomorrow night.
And I'm going Saturday.
Yep. And we're going Sunday. We're going to see it at IMAX for the Troop on Sunday.
Yeah. I think I don't know.
They were gone.
I have lots of thoughts. I think I like JJ's. I feel like Ryan Johnson's camera work, like it wasn't it wasn't bad. It was very good, but I think JJ's fit Star Wars more, if that makes sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I like the story, but I felt like it's just something about the way JJ just frames his shots seemed way more like George Lucas.
And there were some shots of Ryan's that felt a little like jarring. You're like, what is the point of that?
Right.
The one gripe I will have is, can they pick a lightsaber sound and stick with it?
Yeah.
The addition sounds on that blue lightsaber are different every other time.
It's old.
It turns on.
It's old. It floated around space.
True.
It got dirt in it.
It sounds completely different from the original trilogy, which this is so minor. I know, but I noticed. Crazy that lightsaber's broken.
Yeah.
Now.
Yeah, I know. It's
But
a
that
really
makes-
To see
lightsaber.
what that's gonna be.
Maybe that's symbolic of moving on to the new characters.
Yeah. No, definitely.
Because they basically they didn't get rid of Carrie Fisher in the movie, but just due to life, whatever. But it basically.
How about Leia using the Force, man?
Well,
That was awesome.
That was a great
What I didn't like. It's the only thing
You didn't like that?
I didn't like that because it was almost like you could have let her. If that was originally part of the movie, they could have changed it to have her pass on. Because then now you're wondering how she could do this.
But then they'd have to reshoot the rest of the movie, which would be a lot of money and time.
Yeah, true. But the night she passed away.
I know.
well, I wonder.
they-
I wonder if once they did that, and then when she passed away, they probably that's
Considered that.
yeah.
Sure.
You know what though? I think that scene they couldn't have done it if you didn't have Rebels when Kanan got thrown out the airlock
True.
by Mace.
Yeah.
By
Mace Windu.
By
And I
Maul.
don't watch Rebels, so I don't know.
yeah, by Maul. He got thrown out in the airlock. And the same thing. He started to freeze up, and he used the Force to pull himself back in. So it was
So it's like a nod to Rebels, basically.
yeah, or they tested it in Rebels, and fans didn't get too nuts because Star Wars fans aren't sci-fi people. Like they're not like, well, that wouldn't work. Like you couldn't do that in Star Trek.
I mean, that was a big
Yeah.
seeing her go out like
They
I
killed
thought
Akbar.
that it was, yeah. that's
They
what
killed
I said.
Akbar.
Admiral Akbar's dead.
Yeah, that's a shame.
This felt like a
Poor
Game of Thrones
Akbar.
episode.
He didn't even get a
Well,
he didn't even get a good line.
Akbar and Chewie are the only characters that have lived through all three conflicts
Well-
in Star
I still
Wars.
don't like it.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Who?
I just don't like the Leia scene. Just I always looked at Star Wars really like techie. I was a huge EU fan, and I don't know. I felt like they could have done the same thing, but without her floating into space.
Well, now you brought up something good. I wonder if the big EU fans are more the techie side because a lot of those books went more techie, and I was never an EU fan because of that.
Which is weird because you used to be a Star Trek fan.
Yeah, but I was a Star Trek fan in like 1976. Okay, so that's all you only had.
Set phasers for fun.
You only had a choice of Star
And
Trek.
a lot of that stuff came true. So I mean, there was a lot of
Yeah, yeah.
realistic to them and stuff.
right.
I mean, yeah, it is sci-fi. I understand. I just think it's let her go. Yeah. I just think
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
let her
there was a
go.
mix of that too. It was just the sci-fi thing bothered me. They could have just let her go, or they could have just done it a different way, so it wouldn't have been so.
But
over the top.
do you remember though in Rebels when
Yeah.
Kanan got thrown out?
Yeah, I can see that. The difference is he's a Jedi and she's.
Well, we don't know if Luke trained her or not. Luke
Luke
could have.
wanted to. Okay.
Luke.
They leaked the visual dictionary, and I just read it.
Right, yeah.
They weren't going to spoil the movie. Luke said he was going to train her first, and she turned it down. And she said she didn't want to. That wasn't her path.
But
So-
also in the last Aftermath book, Luke, Leia says that Luke would they'd have informal training sessions. So it wasn't like give her a lightsaber and here's how you do stuff with the Force, but it was like he was teaching her how to use those abilities. So
Yeah.
that could also be part of it.
Because I think that's the biggest thing we're exploring in the new trilogy is the Jedi are changing. They're kind of over, not over. I mean, Luke said Rey was a Jedi then, so it's not the Last Jedi with Luke, but it's definitely gonna be different.
But see, Luke never could have done a good Jedi because he took his pistols into that cave,
Yeah.
and so he made his past destined to be influenced by the dark side because he didn't listen to Yoda.
Which he does say, he's afraid.
Yeah.
So I think, without saying it, I think he said, okay, we're going to have the great Jedi.
Yeah, I'm.
Which with him changing the clothes, I think was the.
I think that I thought for sure he was gonna take off the robe thing he had on, and it was just gonna be the Episode 6 costume, but older. I think it probably is, but wait, no, it was the belt and everything. That was the Episode 6 costume.
It was at least close.
Did you guys get to say your thoughts, your initial thoughts?
All right, I'm Quinn. I'd like to think I'm a 501st member, but I'm waiting for that still.
You're almost there.
I'm almost there. I need to get my stuff back from a thief, but that's about it.
Stay on target.
Stay on target.
Stay on target.
All right, but I don't even know what to say about the movie other than it was amazing. I need to see it again and again, about 8 times to really get it, honestly.
Again and again and again.
There was so much to capture, so many little things. And it was definitely different. It's probably the most unique Star Wars movie of all of them.
I just think that's the most.
It was so simple, but so
That was the best one. Yeah.
complex at the same time. You didn't have a million things going on. It was there's 3 things going on. You had Kylo Ren's story, you had the Resistance story, and you had Rey's story. But it was so it's hard to say.
No.
Just go see it.
Which story did you personally like the best?
I think it was mixed between Kylo Ren and Rey's.
See, I really like the Resistance story.
I like it too.
See, I'm surprised at that.
It's not like it's like a huge gap. It's just like if I had to choose two, it'd be Kylo Ren and Rey tied.
Did you guys like them being able to see and speak with one another at a distance like that? 'Cause we've
At
never
first,
seen that
I didn't
before.
my mind didn't grasp what they were doing at first because that was you never saw that in Star Wars.
It felt
I liked it too.
Yeah, it felt kind of weird, and then Kylo was there, but not there, in that one shot, and I was like, okay, what?
Yeah, it was very different. And what about Rey when she was down underneath with that, the several different, the tap? And that was tricky.
Yeah.
That was weird.
That was weird.
See, I first thought it was going to be when they showed the preview of her being floated by Rey or by Snoke. I thought that was going to be her vision in the cave, like when Luke fought Vader in the cave. That's what I thought it was going to be. Because I didn't think they were going to wrap Snoke up that quick.
That was a major surprise for me.
My jaw dropped.
Because technically, we didn't even see Snoke in the first one because it was just a hologram.
Not much. Yeah. Now, how many of you thought that was Luke when she was there and you saw that person walking on the other side of that glass?
I thought it was Kylo Ren.
Yeah.
Same shape as Luke. I thought it was going to be Luke.
At first I thought it was gonna be Luke, and then I got closer, and I was like, is that Kylo Ren? That can't be Kylo Ren.
They're the same age.
Here, if you guys want to put your
I was between
your first reactions, it's recording already. So
Yeah.
Her parents aren't famous, you know what I mean?
I wanted her to be either a Skywalker or nobody, and it's nobody.
And I especially did not want them to have Han and Leia be her parents because, okay, we moved on. I love Jada and Jason, but leave them where they are. And it needs to be different. Because if they would have made her Han and Leia, I was like, okay, no, your name's Jada.
I was expecting that too, but I don't know. I really like it too because it's like a really big change in the Skywalker trilogy. It's not a hero, but now the last Skywalker is a villain. And it's his his downfall or whatever. What's gonna happen?
Well, at first I thought they were gonna go like halfway through the movie. I thought they were gonna go a redemption arc for Kylo, and I was like, this early, really? But then it's like the more his arc went through, the more you're like, no, he's just a bad person, and it's no one else's fault.
Do not turn him back. If they were gonna
Yeah,
do it,
yeah.
it should have been this movie.
Yep, they can't.
Him evil is all.
They
Well, he
can't.
can only redeem himself by dying.
Yeah.
Like just you know what I mean? Like Vader kind of did at the end, where he threw the Emperor
Well,
over. And,
I mean, at this point, he's killed Han Solo. He's pretty much killed Luke. It wasn't technically, but Luke died trying to stall him. So at this point, I don't think redeeming him is just a good idea. Just marketing-wise, I guess
Yeah,
is the
true.
word. Because at this
You
point
can
he's
kill your parents
killed.
and everyone else, and you're still good.
Because at this point he's killed like not only his dad and his uncle, but also the two of the biggest heroes in Star Wars.
Yeah.
Yeah, can't be done.
I love the way Luke died. I thought that was really cool, him disappearing.
Became one with the Force.
Yeah.
He Yoda'd it.
The only thing is, I thought for sure he was going to say, I'll become more powerful than you can possibly imagine.
He should have said that.
It's
in
kind
my
of similar.
opinion. Yeah.
Yeah, I like what he said.
Not
was
that
cool.
Luke would have heard Obi-Wan say that on the Death Star, but just for us, that would.
Yeah.
But at the same time, maybe that was a little too much fan service. But speaking of fan service, Leia's hologram.
Yes, I was just gonna
Yeah,
say
yeah,
that.
yeah.
I was just gonna say that. Thank you. That was
Yeah,
wonderful.
Oh.
That was tearjerker worthy there.
And Luke's reaction to it, yeah, no, definitely.
That was beautiful. That was great.
I do wish they would clean the inside of the
Yeah,
Falcon.
no.
You know, scrub it up a little bit.
Ruins
Did
it.
anyone
Ruins the
notice the
aesthetic.
books that were in the Falcon?
That's
Yeah,
what they
at
were
the
saying. I
end.
missed them. I missed them.
At the end when Finn pulled the blanket out.
I thought
Yeah.
that was really cool.
So she saved them.
Yeah. But how? I guess she would have taken them then because Luke wasn't helping her. I guess.
Yeah.
So because when he went back into the burn, they would never have been there to begin with.
Right.
Did anyone notice that?
Yeah, man, talking to this, man.
Did anyone notice that the Jedi temple kind of looked like Bendu from the?
I didn't even
the
think
tree.
about that.
Oh yeah.
Kind of looks like him.
Yeah.
So it was, and
I
since
want to know more about that.
he's like an ancient force being, and so they're kind of like maybe he's like Grey Jedi. He was trained like maybe Ahsoka Kanan to kind of be like the middle of the balance.
Yeah.
So
I was definitely expecting somebody from Rebels to show up. Because looking at DJ,
I thought Benicio del Toro
He's
was going to
got
be
Ezra
Ezra.
Starks.
Yeah.
I was never on that theory though. I've never been. I don't think. He's too young.
I'm gonna say no.
I think.
But then he has like the same exact scars that Ezra.
That might have been
No,
Captain Rex.
Who?
So the guy that got out of the trench and was looking. I think that was Captain Rex.
Oh yeah.
Salty,
You mean?
yeah. His credit is Salty.
Yeah.
Sergeant, the guy who like licked the salt. He said Salty. In the credits, he's
Oh, no.
Sergeant Salty.
No, but the guy who stepped out. The guy who stepped out with the long gray hair.
That was.
That was
Dodonna?
No, because
Because Rex would be dead because he has the fast
Yeah,
aging.
he was the one next to the guy that says salty.
Rex is
Did you guys
definitely in
catch
Return
that?
of the Jedi.
Yeah, he's in Return of the
That's
Jedi.
definitely Rex.
Well, no, that's not confirmed absolutely. Because I said,
They'll
here's
tell
Rex's
us.
costume, and then everyone started saying, oh, it's confirmed. And the guy who posted the picture was like, I didn't confirm anything. I was just showing the costume.
I'm sure they will though. That's too much of a
Yeah.
awesome coincidence.
But by Force Awakens and Last Jedi, Rex would be dead because he's got that fast aging thing.
Yeah.
yeah, it's true. I never
Because
thought.
if he ages like 40 years in 20 years, in the next 30 years he'd be gone.
Yeah.
Poor Rex.
I'm waiting to see if ever Boba Fett is gonna resurface anywhere ever. That'd be great.
In
'Cause didn't they kind of
have you read
say
Aftermath?
that- Yeah, with the armor.
Because with
thing.
the armor,
I don't know. That'd be such a cop out.
I don't think he's ever going to show up.
I mean,
think
is
it
it
could-
really a cop out?
I think Boba Fett's one of those ones you can only damage how cool he is. So anything as much as I would love to see a Boba Fett movie,
Yeah, true.
like
He's just gonna break.
yeah, they did. They confirmed today that the Boba Fett movie is on the table through.
If it's not Daniel Logan, I don't care.
Yeah, but
I definitely think it should be Daniel Logan as well.
he's too short though. I think Daniel Logan's too short.
I don't care. They can just hire shorter people.
Yeah.
Oh, she's so tall.
Yeah, Gwendolyn Christie's huge.
Game of Thrones? No.
Yeah.
I thought she would have more.
Yeah, that poor lady. She can't get any screen
I felt so
time.
bad for her.
She gets thrown in a trash compactor the first time, and then this one she just gets beat on a little bit.
Over under 50%.
Yeah.
She'll be back in the next one.
Oh yeah,
Over under. Probably over. She'll probably be back.
There'll be another novel. It'll be Phasma 2, but
Yeah.
how she actually
Escape
survives the.
I thought Cardinal was going to be in the movie.
Yeah, there was no Cardinal in the movie.
Because
yeah.
there were set shots with a red stormtrooper helmet. I thought he was going to be in it for sure.
Yeah.
Because I thought he was going to help with the resistance or something. Even just like a little cameo.
Well, maybe he's in the next one though.
Yeah, maybe. I remember seeing a shot. There's no red stormtroopers.
Yeah.
Except for him, and there was a stormtrooper helmet on set. I saw a photo on Twitter.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. Because that's something that a European country would do.
Yeah.
So I really do think those two
The executioner.
The executioners are the two princes.
Oh, okay.
I think so. I think that's who they are.
I'll have to check.
How does everyone feel about the lobster guards?
The what?
No,
The
they're
designs of the
incredible.
of Snoke's guards.
Just like
there you
the
go.
guy who
They're,
played.
I thought they were cool. That picture of stacked red dishes comes to mind now ever since I saw that. But they were cool. They definitely did more than the Imperial Guards ever did.
Oh, don't tell any of our Imperial Guards that.
Yeah.
That's a hard costume to wear, though. As much as you would think that's easy,
Can't move
because
your
it's
neck.
you can't move your neck, and
Oh,
and
yeah.
if depending on how your shoulders are built, guys have actually had that seal tight. So some guys cut foam so it doesn't sit tight because it makes a seal, and then you can't get air up into that thing. So some guys run like a tube down the back with a little fan. You know?
Marty's a little prank.
Huh?
I'm sure they do it a lot more often since Marty did his thing.
What do you do?
You ever heard he used R2 to shoot some carbon dioxide into a Royal Guard guy's helmet and it almost choked him to death?
Oh yeah, because he has this thing, and it would yeah. Well, I know. Yeah, I know the only one that probably can breathe less than them is Dan. Because Dan just breathes through that
Dan
little.
sacrifices
that was a
everything for
really
his
good- Yeah.
I love how
3PO.
Chewie had
The grilled pork.
The
and
grilled
then
is
the
Morty.
pork.
grilled
Hey
pork,
Marty, what's
the
up?
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Grilled pork, the other white meat.
The porks are looking at him like,
The porgs are done
don't
perfectly.
do it.
Porks.
How about Luke just
Yeah.
chucking
Well,
the
we really
lightsaber
liked
too?
it, so
Well, that
we're
was
still
the thing
dissecting
that, like,
it,
when,
but
after
I
Force
mean,
Awakens came out, like everyone
I
was
don't-
drawing
I
like,
haven't found
comics
any
of him
complaints.
throwing it off, and you're like, that's not good. And then he
That's
did.
exactly what happened. That was hilarious.
Yeah.
If they did that
Like I said,
because of
2
all,
years. Ray's been finally got the
It's great.
lightsaber. Like, what's he gonna do with it first?
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
the porks bring it back.
Yeah.
My dad just texted too and said, "Did you see the journals on the Falcon?" I didn't even notice that.
The what?
But the
Yeah.
journals,
Yeah,
The-
when
the books?
Yeah.
Yep.
Did anyone play Star Wars Battlefront?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I haven't played the new missions, but
Okay. Did you
I-
guys
I
notice the
played the
compass
new
that
one.
was on his desk?
Yeah, he had
that
that.
as the-
was
as
in
the compass.
Battlefront.
I know, I tried to
I
say
thought
that.
they were going to do more about that.
And the one thing
I
that
guess all that was the map on toe.
Yeah.
the one thing that was like confirmed,
Okay.
but then I didn't see any of was Luke wearing that necklace with the red kyber crystal. in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't even see it
All
in
right,
the
talk to you
movie,
later.
but that Hot Toys one has it.
And then
And they
Snoke
never-
has that dark crystal, and I don't think Snoke's dead. I think because he's an ancient. I think he's an ancient Force being too.
Yeah.
Something's not right because
Something's not quite.
I mean,
yeah.
if
He just dies. Like,
yeah,
all of a sudden,
it was
the first time
awesome,
we see
but
him.
something's not right. I don't know. I don't think he'd let Kylo get off that easy. Maybe he'll end up being like Marco Ragnos or whatever.
He's
like
gonna
a
be
ghost.
like a really angry
Evil Force
poltergeist
ghost.
and just start
It
knocking
makes
off
sense.
Kylo's
It
stuff
makes
over.
perfect
Step off the
sense that
shelf.
you
Make
feel
him even
Snoke
more emo.
made perfect sense. Because that's just how the Sith are. They always want to overthrow the master and that kind of stuff. So that makes sense, but
And I guess it would work too. Darth Plagueis, I mean, master of life. You know,
yeah.
even in death he can come back.
That'd be crazy if they threw that in at the end. But that's what I hoped before any of this new trilogy started was that it would make sense because it would be like, you know, father, son, and then grandfather kind of with Plagueis if the book was true. You know what I mean? Creating Anakin and everything.
I think if Snoke is really dead, which I think he is, but I don't know.
I think it's
But
too.
if he is really dead, and that means Kylo's now the master, is he going to be trying even harder to get Rey's his apprentice now?
Could we see a dark ending to this trilogy?
No.
I don't think
Nobody
so.
thinks
Not with Disney taking over.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I don't. It would never be dark ending. I think Kylo Ren's gonna tank. You know, the First Order. It's gonna fall apart, kind of
And
thing.
Star
like that.
Wars has to, except
has
for
to end,
Empire,
right, no,
it
yeah.
has to end
What's
up.
about Revenge of the Sith?
Except for this movie.
Yeah,
This
but
movie
no,
ended
but
on a super
even
downer.
even Revenge of the Sith ended
Wasn't
with
really
the
a downer.
kids
It
being
got away.
being
There was
you
like
know
10 of them on
hid.
the Falcon. That's
Well,
yes.
yeah.
If you watch Empire Strikes Back too, it's happy at the end, but there's
Yeah.
like 10 Resistance people left, and you know what I mean. They're all on the Falcon.
But they caught all of their allies.
Yeah.
I'm
So
sure
that'll be what
they'll be
they'll
able to
have
gather
a
up again
big
for the
army in
next
the next one.
I'm hoping that maybe the finale of Rebels will have something, and then that's one of the allies in Episode 9.
Yeah.
I'd like to see
Like-
a lot of Mon Calamaris.
Not even
Yeah,
like
yeah,
just,
Yeah. For
not
sure.
even just like a specific person, but like we're introduced maybe to a group, like maybe at the end of the finale of Rebels.
Instead of, and this is, I'm reaching just for conversation, but if Ezra and Kanan don't die in Rebels, could we see them leave and go off, you know, not really be Jedi anymore, but they're just exploring the Force, and those kind of characters are the ones who answer that then?
I think they're becoming.
I would be very good with that.
You think so? Tano's still not dead. I mean, she's, not confirmed, but
she's not dead.
Confirm it, yeah.
She's not dead.
Did he?
The shirt.
Yeah, the shirt.
The shirt.
Yeah, he
I was
pulled
there.
That, yeah, he pulled that.
You were in the room, right?
Yeah, I was there.
Yeah.
I cried.
Yeah. He changed the shirt.
Well, he didn't change the shirt. He pulled a sticker off.
Well, see, I'm not up with the gray Jedi. I think there's like Jedi, and then there's Sith and Force users.
Well, Pablo Hidalgo says gray Jedi are not a thing.
Well, no, I mean, but I think I understand what they mean by gray Jedi, but I mean, I always think of Jedi as more of like you follow a doctrine, and Sith you follow a doctrine.
Yeah.
And what considered gray Jedi, you don't follow a doctrine. You just use
Well, wait,
Force
what do you
powers.
think was up with that kid at the end?
I think that.
Yeah,
Because he uses
He
gets
forced
the
the broom to
broom.
himself. I think that was just to. I don't think that kid's really gonna be anything, but it just showed the legend of Luke Skywalker again, how inspiring that name.
I think it was a little bit of a nod to like real life too. Like,
For sure. No, absolutely. That was really cool.
Well, and that kid reminded me of what everyone wanted to do when they first saw their first Star Wars. No matter what age you were, you wanted to get a broomstick or a stick
I've had
and
trouble
swing
in
around
English
like a
today for
lightsaber.
putting a bunch of highlighters together and using a lightsaber.
That's you can't even be mad at her for that.
Not at all.
But that movie was great. I loved it. I don't know what else to say really.
I'm glad that they didn't make it an Empire Strikes Back copy.
No.
I'm glad that they kind of went off. They had enough of the old and enough of the new that it was kind of a good balance between them.
No, absolutely.
Now, at first glance, people are going to say, "What have walkers on it?" Like, you know what I mean? Like those people.
I mean, that battle scene was very similar to Hoth right at the end.
It gave nods to it.
Right.
Yeah.
I think it's almost like a bait.
It definitely
Like
had
almost
its own
supposed to be,
feel.
so.
Oh, right.
Well, because a lot of people thought the setup
I
was
almost
leading to an Empire copy because it's like the Jedi character off on some like planty, watery place training with an old Jedi, and then other people doing rebellion stuff. But it wasn't. It was
There are a lot of similarities.
It was like set up almost, I guess, to potentially be an Empire copy, but they didn't go that route, which was.
But Empire is the favorite movie of almost everybody, so if you're going to copy one.
Yeah, no,
you
for
know.
sure. It's on a different path now. I mean, that movie was so different.
That took Star Wars off in a completely different
Yeah.
direction.
Well, and they must have liked it because they give him 3 movies.
Yeah.
They give him a trilogy.
Oh, that was the indication for me for sure. I was just like, going into it because I'm always skeptical. I'm like, I love Force Awakens. Is it my favorite one? Probably not. Definitely not. Empire's my favorite
I'm
one.
excited to see where JJ is going to take in episode 9.
I know.
Well, he was an
I hope
executive
JJ
producer
doesn't play it
on
too
this
safe.
show too.
I don't know how heavily he's involved in it though.
Yeah.
I think he got executive producer of the whole trilogy as a reason for it because he reluctantly did the first one. So I don't know. I'm ready for another one.
Yeah, me too.
Give me another one.
We have Solo in May. We have Rebels.
Solo in May.
Rebels
I think Solo will
wraps
be good.
I was expecting a solo trailer there.
So was I.
Rebels are going to wrap up
Yeah.
around February or March. And then.
I was expecting a trailer.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think we're going to get any solo stuff until a week or so
We're
after
gonna
Rebels
take off,
ends.
guys.
Hey, well, thank you.
I
Thank
think
you.
they're going to
May the
start.
force be with all.
Yeah.
Always.
And we'll see you at the next
You got
one,
cards
maybe.
Yes.
for everybody?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nice to meet you.
Nice meeting you. And again, get working on your Mando. So hopefully we'll
The
see
Rebel
you.
cause cards, Rebel Shadow.
Yeah. I
I'm sorry.
mean,
Where'd you get your material?
Yeah, but they just
I just don't have to do a 3mm copy C. You get a different color, the white or something. I'll make sure I send it to you as soon as you can. Like
I think the timeline we're going to see is they're going to give some Last Jedi some breathing room. So Rebels is going to start halfway-ish through January. Rebels will wrap up February or March, late February, early March probably, and then that's when we'll start seeing solo stuff.
Like $5.
I think they're going to want to keep everything, give everything some room to have an impact, I guess.
Okay, do you guys want to fight at some point in the podcast? Because I'm willing to put up some fighting words.
Oh, man.
Oh no.
All right.
Let's hold them until everybody
Exactly.
gets a little bit.
Exactly. All
All
right.
right.
I'm going to stop recording for a little bit.
This is about the last Jedi.
Oh, we're hearing lots of mentions of rebels. Ow. Ow.
Any of those like,
Oh.
like I know
No.
the marks are very helpful. What's your name? Mike.
Hey, my name's Mike too.
I think all of us are Mike.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, so I was trying to find a file for the actual help, the actual cell. Yeah. That'd be cool too, so like a plate or something.
I'm going home to find Battlefront.
Apparently on the WJL Facebook page, I'm on. There's a picture of me in the BB-8 costume.
Oh yeah. Did you see her BB-8 costume? She was harassing me. Well, she was
I
in
wasn't
it.
harassing. I was
She was in it
singing.
when Daniel Logan was still sitting. I got a hug. She got a hug from Daniel Logan in it.
Was that down at Steel City?
Yeah. Yeah, we gotta do that con.
When's the next one?
April.
April.
I
It's,
can
it's,
probably do that.
it's December, April,
And
and
August.
August.
How much are the tables?
Steel City?
One.
It's only in Pittsburgh.
I'm gonna say they're like 125. The price, but then it's like it is a little pricey when you want electricity. That's what I remember.
Yeah, the ones closer to outlets are more.
No, you pay a fee for electricity.
And does it depend on if you're like, because I know in the artist room, are they?
I think the artist rooms are cheaper than the vendors or something.
Yeah. Okay, so that was the discussion of Last Jedi, like immediately after seeing it. Thank you for listening. Lizzie isn't here with us anymore, but thank you for listening and goodbye. May the Force be with you and goodbye.